I'm going to start latest numbers. This is for everybody just to be aware of. They have now inspected, this is as of today, 8,722 structures within the community, and that's from the south end of Aransas County to the north end. There are 957 of those that are completely destroyed. There are 2,057 of those who have major damage. If you add those two together, out of 8,722, there's over 3,000 structures in this community that are currently unlivable, because major damage includes that, currently unlivable, that we do not know whether or not they will ever return to our community. Rockport, Texas was ground zero for Hurricane Harvey on the 25th of August, 2017. Right here is where it hit. For 47 years, nothing hit us, but it did this time. The Friday before Harvey hit, there was a possibility of us having a little rainstorm. The Tuesday before Harvey hit, it was maybe a Category 1 coming off of the Yucatan Peninsula. 30 hours later, it was a Category 4, spun to 130 miles an hour, coming right here. So we issued a mandatory evacuation notice on Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock, and the storm hit on Friday.
Well, the city of Rockport, Texas is right in Harvey's path and is getting hit hard. And it looks like the eye of this particular Hurricane Harvey is just about right on top of Rockport right now.
Tonight, along the Texas Gulf Coast, utter devastation. In the town of Rockport, entire blocks are decimated. Harvey barreled ashore overnight, packing 130-mile-an-hour winds, blinding sheets of rain, and a treacherous storm surge.
We have been praying for quite a while now for the eye to pass over so we can get some kind of break.
This is bad.
The Category 4 hurricane is the strongest to hit the U.S. in 13 years.
Okay, gentlemen, welcome to Rockport. The worst portion of our damage came after the eye of the storm went through, and the winds, instead of coming southeasterly off the water, turned around and came from the north. What I'm concerned about is the number of businesses that are not going to return. We had like Attitudes and Latitudes right there on the corner, completely destroyed. You can see right up here, we had 3 businesses right there that are completely destroyed. This is the Rockport Harbor. It is the center of my economy. This is what generates tourism in this community. The Texas State Maritime Museum right there. It took a significant amount of damage. We do not know when it's going to open again. The blue building right here is the Rockport Center for the Arts. And when you get to about right here, it is a total loss. And Rockport is known as an art community. And this was the center of that community, and it's gone, it's destroyed. This area that we're in right now is called Little Bay Shores. This is a residential neighborhood that had oak trees. One thing they were known for was just beautiful oaks, like these old oaks that you see here that were stripped bare. This is a hazard, because the longer this sits, the drier it gets, and this community can become a tinderbox. Every apartment building in town, none are occupiable today. Every single one. So we have lost a tremendous amount of housing, and that is becoming my number one concern, is because everybody that lived in those apartments worked somewhere. And if I have no place for them to live, I'm going to end up losing the businesses that they were supporting before the storm hit. This area is called Key Allegro. The storm came from right over here to my left, and we have had some of the debris removed here. but as you can see, not anywhere near all of it. This area, about probably 40 to 45% took major damage, maybe to the point of being completely destroyed. Now, the bad thing about that is that this is one of the portions of the community that contributes a tremendous amount to my property tax values. And we are examining every alternative that we're talking to our elected officials in Austin and in Washington, because I cannot, in good conscience, put a tax burden on my citizens next year to compensate for a natural disaster over which they had no control. So we're now at the very front end of what I will call the rebuilding process. A lot of work still needs to be done, and I've emphasized to the staff of the city council, and to anybody else who will listen, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. This is going to take a long time. We've had tremendous unity in the community, by and large, to focus on that long-term goal of rebuilding this community and making it stronger than it was. We've certainly had friends helping friends and family helping family, but we've also had stranger helping stranger. Cooking on a street corner for anybody that happened to pass by who needed a hot meal.
We have all this cooking equipment. We have a home that is perfectly intact with a water well. We have generators. We have the means to help folks. And there was no question. From there, I loaded up my little trailer. I've got like a little 4-foot by 8-foot trailer, but I packed it to the gills, and we came down, and before we know it, we have Rockport Relief Camp. We're probably feeding 300 to 500 people a day, every day. On weekends, that's probably 700, up to 700. Fridays, we have karaoke night. You got these people, there's no sense of normalcy here. Everything you have is gone, or you don't have a job, or it sucks. And to be able to come out and have a beer and sit in the lawn chair and karaoke and live music, it puts a smile on their face. We're in the business of helping everyone we can, however we can right now.
Some of our first responders, our police officers, our fire department, our EMS people have just been phenomenal over the course of this entire event, from the time the storm hit till today and beyond. Just phenomenal work. And they were hit too. I mean, in some cases they don't have homes. In some cases their kids are somewhere else in South Texas. Their wife and kids are there while they're here providing service. The state and federal agencies responded very quickly and very professionally. They were here in very short order after the storm hit, and they're still here. We're very happy with it. You try to take the small steps that are on the path toward the mission goal, and you do a little bit each day to improve the lives of your citizens, to help remove debris, get rid of building materials, streamline the permitting process to begin the rebuilding, help your attractions and your businesses to get reopened, clear their properties of the things that are impeding their progress. And you try to do that every day.